Big cat, how you came to be is no longer a mystery. Black sheep is your birthright. It's code for the one who brings the light. I bet if there's a crack, you don't fall back. Remember who you are. No rest for the wicked with their skullduggery. The use spell workers' projection to send out envy, hate, and jealousy. You are the prototype, your ancestors champion. They shield you and send back those spiritual attacks. You are divinely protected from the dummy bats. Yeah. Big cat, the most high, got your back. He sits high and looks low, so don't get smoked or smoke yourself. Big cat moving silence. Only time you speak is to say checkmate.
Namaste! Grand Rising, Big Cat. Welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555. For your message or massages, come in! Come on! I've got intel. Recon is afoot. Grand Rising, bestie. Are you fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely? It's a glorious day. Every day is a blessing above ground. Quiet as it's kept. A chance to bend the matrix and do the damnedest with the day. Yeah, love it. I don't hate it. Let's get dominoes and see. I said dominoes and I picked up dice. Freudian slip. Do we stay with the dice or do we go for the dominoes? Questions and answers. We're gonna go with the what? Dominoes! Just the one. After all of that big intro, good golly and gosh. Let me turn down the music a touch. So you can hear me clearly. If you can hear me at the back, give me a quick cat. Good golly and gosh, you have a 5 and a blank, darling dears. The energy of the 5, Hierophant Taurus energy. Second house. It's about your values, darling dears. What you're working for, your income. It's your comforts, your home comforts, darling dears. What you prioritize in life. It's about your routines, your material possessions, your work ethic. You're going to be looking hard at this over the next few days. Well, we are in Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, and it does prompt deep introspection on your ambitions, your responsibilities. The energy of the 5 is represented by, guess what? In numerology, Mercury. Good golly and gosh. And we in the Mercury retrograde. We need to talk about Mercury some more. It's about your logic and your intellect, right? Your perception, how you think, darling dears, and how you communicate. The energy of the blank is the Fool. Taking a leap of faith in a new direction. You're taking a risk, or you took a risk, or maybe you took a risk around what you value, darling dears, or what you value took a risk on you, darling dears, which is a big mistake when you take a risk and a gamble on a big cat. Big cat don't run behind anyone. No. Big cat learn to live without you. Why? No one is in charge of your blinking and breathing, blood, except your subconscious mind. All right, let's press on, darling dears. The 5, your date of birth could be the 5th, the 14th, or the 23rd, or this date is significant to you. You're a free spirit, darling dears. The numbers 1, 5, and 7 will be of some form of luck to you over the next few days. 5 is also the number of conflict, confusion, but it's also the number of what? Change, darling dears. Lots of instability, which has caused a change in your life. A bad phase is blowing over, darling dears, blowing in the wind, just like anyone's ideas on your life, darling dears. Let it blow in the wind. The energy of the 5 speaks about security, your foundation. Someone feels threatened about what you've created for yourself. It's also a prompt that you are about to make a major choice, a major decision in your life, darling dears. Don't be afraid. Feel everything can rise. You are a big cat, darling dears. After all, come on. Pinkies up. The 5 speaks about the constructive freedom that you've created for yourself. As I said, the 5 is ruled by Mercury, but it's also ruled by Neptune, the 12th house of hidden enemies. You have many folk, town folk, from the Mudhuttians, darling dears, that don't like what you've got going on. You are sitting in the seat of your spirituality. You know what's going on. Tired of telling them what about this and that. You don't talk to them anymore. You find what? Like-minded people, souls attracted to you, darling dears, as you continue to what? Look at what you truly value. Rearrange or reassign your responsibilities, darling dears, and focus on your ambitions. Yeah, this is what's going on, darling dears, in the background. The 5 also speaks about someone being unhappy in a marriage, a long-term situation, could be a friendship or a family group, darling dears. There was a lot of unhappiness, sadness, darling dear. Good golly and gosh. If you're unhappy in a situation, darling dear, that's not a friendship, a marriage, or a good partnership. That's a funeral, blood. If you're crying all the time, good golly and gosh, you need to wash your face like David and head out. Yeah, the energy of the 5. All right, let's press on. We're going to use the charms. Haven't used them in a while. My eye caught them. Going to have a quick look. See what's going on. The big cat. Oh, wow. Look at this, bestie. Let's drop down and get our eagle on. Negative. We've got the devil energy here. Over here, darling dear, next to the pyramid. It's next to the sun energy. So it's basically saying that there's many negative energies that are not enjoying what you've got going on. Moon energy. Again, sun to the moon. You are tapping into your intuition. We've got the tower moment in the reverse. This is about you avoiding a situation where there was no love in relationships. We've also got the justice, the karma of it all, darling dears, bringing back. Justice is the 7th house, the house of contractual partnerships, darling dears. You was dealing with somebody who was on demon time in some kind of a relationship. This is about the moving on. Look where the dummy bat is, darling dears. All up in your Kool-Aid. Yeah, right next to the biggest gorilla of them all. Somebody's trying to understand your finances. They believe that you are earning free money. They don't believe that you actually work for what you've got going on. Can you not see the dummy bat right next to the glasses? Yes, baby. The what? Hillbilly investigations have been launched against you. But you are what? Right next to the trumpet of judgment, darling dear. You've called judgment on many situations that you are no longer sacrificing yourself to. The owl is the God energy, darling dear. It's the Hierophant energy. Yeah. You had to find God. It was turned, God was turned away from you because you didn't understand yourself, darling dears. You also have what? The World card. Somebody's also going to be traveling, darling dears. You'll be meeting a new partner, friend, soul tribe on this travel. You had to learn direction. Look, the arrow going within next to the High Priestess. You had to go within, use your intuition. Many people laughed at you. Here's Rafiki, that monkey, that mischievous monkey, darling dears. Yeah, laughing at you. Right next to the Joker, the Fool in reverse, darling dears. The same ones that are doing the same negative what over and over, darling dears. Too busy focused on you and what's in your wallet, darling dears. How you're earning your money. These dummy bats need to fly away. They don't understand the level of creativity. You have strength card, Leo energy, darling dears. If it's family, darling dears, you've got progeny. Your progeny have nothing to do with these family members. We've also got the what? Temperance. You had to find this higher knowledge. Look, the Hermit energy. You have to find this higher knowledge. This is why you're able to call judgment on many situations. The Wheel of Fortune, fate, destiny, and good luck is on what? The path to you, darling dears. This is a blessing star card. Somebody's about to be revealed as a star, a leader in their field. Hangman, you could be saving people from themselves, darling dears. The Chariot energy is all the way over here. This success that's coming towards you, don't see it coming. We have the Emperor energy in the middle of it all. Maybe you had to stand in your masculine energy in order to what? Avoid the dummy bats and the laughing monkeys, darling dears. Yes. Who are those? The flying monkeys, darling dears. People that buy into whatever Folio told them. Who's Folio? They, them, and I keep telling you, this is why we have to drop down and get our eagle on and keep our lexicon tight. Ha ha! A new beginning, darling dears. But something you had to learn. This talks about a period of time Tower moment next to the High Priestess, learning things, going within. This is a deep introspection. You avoided a lot of situations, dark situations. And it also speaks about eating and drinking. Be careful whom you eat and drink with going forward, darling dears. Negative energy will still be directed at you. You've got the Ace of Wands directing your intention. You directed your intentions to your ancestors, darling dears. This is calling out for help and being granted help. But you have to have movement. You can't stay stagnant. This is learning new things. Always the book. The arrow is going to give you a new direction. But this fresh start, somebody would like to come because they see you as lucky and fortunate. They would like to return, but this person is, or people are fools, darling dears. They've learned nothing. They have not been through any form of awakening. Looking at what's in your wallet, give it a quick stir. Oh my God, Empress energy all out. I don't think you get along with your mother energy or a feminine energy in your family. Confirmation by the ringing bell. Please excuse me, I'll be right back. Yes, Bestie, confirmation by the bell. Let's see where the cat is. Some more information for the cat. Right, next to the masculine energy, darling dears. Yeah, whatever they're trying to look and see, darling dears, it's in the reverse. They can't see exactly what's going on. This is also releasing yourself from a negative masculine energy, darling dears. This person is now seeing the gifts you brought to the table. It could be vice versa, because you know gender is fluid in tarot, darling dears. You was a gift in the situation. Yeah, but it's like that that Maxwell song. You had to leave them in order to see what love could be without you. Yes, baby, you had to leave them to see what love could be. You had to put it down. You had to let it go. A situation that was not for you. Yeah, it was blocking your intuition. It blocked your will for life, darling dears. Negative energy. You are no longer attracted to this person or thing anymore. It was a toxic relationship from the beginning. Tower moment after tower moment. Death card in the reverse. This person merged your finances and your everything with them, but they had nothing to bring to the table. Arrow in the reverse. Good golly and gosh. But there's a feminine energy, darling. There's a female energy, and again, it could be a mother energy. World card in world charm in the reverse. This person feels that they've got unfinished business. This person is digging over old bones, darling dears, trying to get others to look at you in a different light. But we've all got our own eyes, darling dears. We all have. Sword energy is all the way over here. This is the divine inspiration. Sword's energy is highly spiritual, darling dears. There's something that you need to understand. I think you need to listen to your intuition and your discernment and pay attention to your dreams. You'll be getting messages, darling dears, thick and fast. You may not understand them at that time, but everything always comes clearer the deeper you get into the trees. Let's press on. All right. Let's got your Oracle Ancestral message. I'm going to use the life lesson cards. That's a lot. Your first card is strength. You're strong. That's strong without the S, darling dears. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. Did we not say this? There's no such thing as a mistake when you take the lesson, darling dears. You also have what? Heart's desire. This reminds me of the Eight of Cups, leaving trauma and drama behind, darling dears. Being spiritually guided. The angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality, darling dears. You are being protected by certain energies. Yeah, because the energy of the 5, darling dears, also speaks about a problem at home. Somebody may be trying to bring some smoke and fire to your doorstep. Be on the alert. It's because of the abundance that is being gifted to you, darling dears. They want you to be involved in a situation that caused you trauma and drama. A situation that you have to become the Queen of Swords on the back of a horse, right? A winged horse, a Pegasus, right? To overcome. No, darling dears. That's so 20. What? 20. I just heard 2000. Something happened significant in 2000 for you? All right. Infinite abundance, darling dears. And the final one is what? Sensitivity. Wanting you to listen to your intuition and discernment. You have messages coming towards you, darling dears, which are going to be of great import on this new path that you are on. I think people are unhappy because you are able to live your true authentic self. This is a message for you not to ever doubt yourself and your actions, especially when your actions come from what? The right place, darling dears. A place of healing, a place of understanding, a place of what? If I can't help you, I'm not going to harm you, darling dears. You can eat, but not at my table. Absolutely love it. I don't hate it. What's behind your back is behind your back for a reason. I nearly said reason. Listen, somebody drops their W's, darling dears. Have they got a lisp or something? Who is this lisping person? Right? Whoever they are, you're free from them. Free as the wind blows, darling dears. Dolphin, maybe you mated with them and thought you was going to be around them for the rest of your life. Good God, perish the thoughts. You'd be on the rocks of the life with them. They, them, and I'm, darling dears. Foolio. Told you, we already saw the Fool energy. Someone took a leap of faith, right? This is someone who was requiring a younger partner. Because the Fool represents younger partner, darling dears. Someone who wanted someone younger than you. Were they happy with that situation? I don't know, darling dears. None of our business. Why? That's what yesterday's newspaper. Let's get this deck. Get the intuitive messages going and flowing. Every one of these pictures has some form of a wing. We've got the butterflies. We've got the angel wings here. She's got wings on her shoulders. Wings on her shoulders. Yeah. But the only place that they're staring at you is where the infinite abundance. This is what is coming towards you. Lawson, someone you left behind says, what? I will break you for leaving. Break you? Right? What did I say? They had a secret affair on you, darling. That was seedy and skullduggerous. Yep. What's it? Tried to trap you with the progenies. Yeah. Listen. Because I'm telling you, nothing like a new baby in the house, right? To make you dot your I's and cross your T's. How did we get here? How did we get here? How we got there? The person was skullduggerous. And what did it say here? So skullduggerous and seedy, darling dears. They were seedy. Shady, a scuzz bucket, right? No family support. Yeah, with your progenies, right? Betrayed by friends or a lover. Yes, yes. You had to overcome challenging times. Not everyone can go with you. And you are anointed, darling dears. That's how we got here, right? We need to do another drawing. Where's my thing? It's time for us to get the whiteboard pens out again, darling dears. Because we need to emphasize the point. I know it sounds like I'm doing a lot of digging, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. Oh well. Let me just clean off the whiteboard from the last lesson where we were staying in our lanes and minding our own business. We have to do a drawing to emphasize the point. It's very important. Sometimes we learn by pictures, darling dears. Go straight to the subconscious so that we can understand exactly what's going on. Right? People want to know what exactly they did to you, right? They must go outside, right? Go outside, right? This is them walking down the road, right? Turn left, take a sharp left, right? And when they turn left, they must keep going up this road, right? Where they will come to a big tree and a rock. When they get to the tree and the rock, they must turn here, right? Keep going along this road, yeah? Until they get to here, right? This is you, big cat. This is where they will see that where you got effed up, darling dears. This is where they will see that you won't come back. Yes, They will know exactly where you was fucked up, darling dears. Where you didn't find it fabulous. Right. Get it? Got it? Good. Let's press on, mate. They must go and find the tree of the rock. And pass it. Turn left. And they'll see exactly where you was effed up, darling dears. What they did. They must go back. Cast their mind back to this. In their seedy skulldugger's mind back so they'll know. Right? Some of them was, what? I was touched as a child, darling dears. Touched could also represent you had the light. You showed the light as a child, darling dears. And it was, whoever you was around tried to damp it down. They didn't want you to be the one that was the bringer in of what? The earth angel energy. Virgo energy in the reverse. It affected your mental and physical health. Virgo energy, the 6th house. It's about, it affected how you did things, darling dears, your routines. They poured what? Rubbish on your abilities, darling dears, your skills. You was touched by what? Enlightenment from a child. But it was dampened down. Remember I told you that? Well, no more, big cat. This is a new dawn and a new day. Let's press on. Right, let's get a deck. Get one that I haven't used in a while. Base of the deck, you've got the 10th cup. This is being in emotional and spiritual alignment. The 10th cup is also the breaking of what? Generational relational curses, darling dears. Split the deck. Knight of Pentacles. It was a long time coming. But it's about you doing the due diligence, doing the work, darling dears, focusing on yourself. Pentacles also speaks about online, darling dears. Maybe you are working online. They had a secret affair. Well, it's no secret, mate. Not anymore. What did I say? The devil is not welcome, darling dears. This is coming out of what? A dysfunctional cycle where you felt like a puppet on a string. You were being controlled. 6 of Cups. Whoever tried to control you in the past would like to come back, darling dears, but they don't know how to approach you. Listen, we've already said they are free to approach us big cats. How? They must come with their head on the platter, right? Head must be separated from said body and they must be carrying said platter. Listen, you speak the truth. Roof, darling dears. You've got discernment in a situation. Moon energy, mother energy. I'm also seeing Manaz, Fool, and Lagaz. The Fool, seeing things from a different perspective, wanted a new beginning. We've got the Perfro here, and we've also got Wunjo, Star card. This is about you healing from past situations, darling dears, emotional situations that had you for a long time. It did, yeah. But there was no new opportunities, no new beginnings in this situation. If you had progeny, they was also affected by the situation you found yourself in. Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, darling dears. You may have as much as 2 progeny involved in this situation. You are very nurturing to your children. Your children are also highly gifted, darling dears. You was touched as a child. Your children have inherited your gift. Yeah. This is destroying many, darling dears. Many people wanted you to be broken because in your broken state, they was able to control you. Can't make it up. 5 of Pentacles. They liked when you were sad, sorry, and not knowing what to do with your life or which direction to take, darling dears. But you've overcome so much, bestie. So many cards are spinning around. I'm not taking any of them. How about that? And it's still spinning around as I look. Because it wants me to talk about this. You overcame so much. You learned to heal thyself. And it also speaks about the spiritual strength, avoiding drama, having your flip-flop firmly on, darling dears. You're not going to be hoodwinked into the same situation. Hierophant, God card in Tarot. Yeah, for every tear you cried, it's about to be washed away by this new opportunity that's being gifted to you, darling dear. Divine is about to give you the key to open a new doorway. Yeah, lots of heartbreak and betrayal, darling dears, that caused you to be small when you was meant to be great. You are meant to be seen. Ace of Pentacles, love it. What about this nostalgia from the past? We've got an addition on the nostalgia, on someone wanting to come back. Yeah, but this person is manipulative and a liar. What did I say? The skin peeler. Something to do with a pregnancy they're trying to get away from, darling dears. They're about to lie about a situation where there's a pregnancy that they want to get away from. You got the they got the Five of Cups in the reverse. This person has never been what? Loyal to any relationship. From the rooter to the tutor, darling dears. They'll sell their own mother out. Yeah, for a bit of Skrilla. King of Pentacles. What's this? Yeah. Listen, let them be forever disappointed, darling dears. You are not taking their cup of opium and cognitive dissonance anymore, right? You've got a higher mind. Seeing the sign of the magician over our head, we've got Mercury here. Something's coming into you really quickly, darling dears. Nine of Swords. But it's something that you're going to have to keep to yourself. What did I say? A blessing is about to be afforded to you. Thank you. We've got the Justice card, the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, Ace of Cups in the reverse, the Strength card, Ace of Pentacles, you are the one that has to find justice in an unjust situation. It also speaks about maybe legal action will have to be taken in a situation. I'm seeing the signing of some kind of a contract in your future, darling dears. One which is going to have you up in your cranium, darling dears. But you have to what? Take your emotions out of the situation. This contract, this offer that's coming towards you, darling dears, it's a blessing in disguise. You don't understand. Something that you rejected. The rejection was your protection, and it's also for the elevation of you, darling dears. You are no longer trapped in a cycle that you thought you would never get away from. Five of Cups in the reverse. This speaks about what? You releasing the emotions around a situation, darling dear. The King of Pentacles is wise. The King of Pentacles takes risks, darling dears. And you have something coming towards you very quickly. Knight of Wands. Something. Oh my God. Again, the Debbie or Donovan Downer, darling dears. Someone that does not want you to be in emotional alignment. This is people that want you to doubt who you are. King of Pentacles is confident whether you're male or female, darling dears. Eight of Swords, you cannot allow yourselves to be tied up with the same, what? Isms, schisms. Come through Bob Marley. Posh, clap. You can't be tied up in that Tower moment, right? You are the change. You changed the way you think about situations. Your perception is on a different level, darling dears. You cannot, I repeat, cannot allow the past to come back through. Empress energy in the reverse. Offer nothing. No green grass, no nurturing, no advice, no nothing. Leave the past in the past. Clarify the Eight of Swords. Yeah, Page of Wands. You've got a message coming towards you, but the message is going to tell you it's for you to travel. This is about movement because you're about to receive gifts. Gifts that you must not share with people from the past. And that's the truth. Six of Wands. You have to what? Nine of Pentacles. This is knowing your worth. Keep these gifts that are coming towards you, darling dears. This infinite abundance. It's for you. You and you alone. Not for anyone in the past that was what? Shady and skullduggerous, darling dear. Six of Cups. The past still wants to come back. Six of Cups. Good God. But you have opportunities and choices that you've created because of your spiritual strength, darling dears. Yeah. Someone who's bitter and jealous, darling dears. Unable to what? Bend the matrix. And they're broke. Now they're seeking what you're seeking, darling dears. This is a hoodwinker for sure. Somebody who's a silver-tongued devil. Who sees your vision, darling dears. They see where you're going. And they'd like to come with you. Well, they can't come, big cat. Oh, how now, brown cow. They can't come. Look, moon energy. Shady.com, darling dears. Learn to read the room, shorty. Let's get another deck. Let's get another deck. Base of your deck, Ten of Pentacles, releasing yourself from generational curses, but it also speaks about a stable foundation, infinite abundance that you're creating for yourself. Because you're mastering your emotions, darling dears, you have emotional maturity. Not only that, King of Cups lives according to their own rules, darling dears. You are your authentic self. highly intuitive. Yeah, you've definitely got a message coming in quickly, darling dears. Message about what? Message around some fucking ease that you've overcome, darling dears. Situations that you no longer perpetuate. Why? Wheel of Fortune is part of your fate destiny to release certain things, things that was keeping you stuck. There's a lot of, like I said, a lot of gossiping. You're going to get messages, but it's from a merchant of slander that you're going to have to what? Curve. This is somebody that wants you to be in your thoughts and feelings, but you've already moved on from the situation. Why would you want to go back and listen to things from the past that did not work, darling dear? About the disgruntled. Who wants that? No one's got the hairline for it, darling dear. Too busy counting a 5-pound bag of rice, 1 grain at a time, in order to free your mind, darling dears. Free your mind. Did we not see the freedom card? It's time to what? Decide. Yeah. Who needs the what? Love and light. 2 of these and 1 of those. And you're not joking, darling dear. You're not. Clarify the 10 of Pentacles, please. Thank you. Yeah, success, darling. There's a car, mobile home. It's about forward movement. Listen to your intuition and your discernment. Again, the hateful, jealous ones are always there. Look, with the hot gossip. Right, look. People that are what? They've got the ideas of grandiose, darling dears. And they're all looking towards your future position. Ideas of grandiose. Right? Listen. Someone's also released themselves from a highly abusive relationship, darling dears. Knight of Swords, it could have been you, and it's someone that you know, darling dears. Someone or someone's. Yeah, what did I say? They've released themselves from an abusive relationship, and now they want to come back and invest in you. You told them something, darling dears. You gave them some form of intel, which they thought was what? She's naive. Look, the 1 pentacle. Now they're seeing it was a whole bushel, right, of abundance that you was giving them. Yeah, well, the justice is, the karma is, they got to sit in them waters, mate. You ain't supposed to be captain, save a harlot, right? This is why the spotlight's on you. I told you, fame, sponsor, grants, winning, right? A platform, right? Spiritually gifted, all of the above, darling dears. That's why they want to come back. Well, guess what? Pinkies up. What's underneath that? Whatever they offer you is as fake as a 9-pound note, darling dears. Yeah, the Emperor's new clothes. They're betrayed by their ego. Swerve them, darling dears. Swerve them. You don't want to join no finances, no tax. You're getting the heads up. This is major arcane. Divine has a hand on this. Take the warning. Take the warning. Right? Because otherwise you'll end back up in the DNS. That's the dark night of your soul. I had to look over my shoulder. Why? Because I'm the red light, green light champion. And it's not happening to I. Again, blood. Not while there's a D in the day. Yeah. You're being told to avoid a situation. It's a past situation, darling dears. One where you had merged finances. Emperor energy. If you're co-parenting with this person, this is no one's father, darling dears. This is the rarely seen. This is somebody that disappears from a situation that is not aiding and abetting their greatness. 222 on the counter, darling dears. Again, trust that you're on the right path, darling dears. Stay focused, man. Yeah, avoid this situation. And it also speaks about you're avoiding something to do around a death, darling dears. The Emperor could be a male or female. You know, gender is fluid. Somebody's avoiding something around a death. A death. Yeah, Page of Cups. You're making the right choices, darling dears. There's some kind of gathering. 3 of Cups is a gathering, darling dears, that you're going to be avoided. I put down the cards and they came back in the upright, darling dears, because you're the baddest of them all. You ain't on the same frequency anymore, blood. You can't go backwards, ever forwards, darling dears, unless you get stuck in the drudgery of life. These personal people that want to be what? A tampon string in your life, creep up on you like a cheap lace thong, darling dears. No. You've got nothing to give the public. You're thinking clearly now, right? And you must leave those under judgment. Spiritually gifted, spiritually strong, darling dears. And avoiding the drama of it all and the dramatic. What's this message that's coming in quick? About the plans, the ideas, whatever you've been going after, darling dears. Yeah. You already know that somebody's trying to block your efforts. Somebody's also going to get the message of leaving some kind of employment that they've been in for some time, darling dears. Could be as much as 10 years. You're rescinding a contract with this employment. Why are you leaving? Why are you leaving? In my Pinocchio voice. Or is it the gingerbread man? Yeah. Why are you leaving? Or he's wearing a thong. And then Pinocchio started lying and lying, and his nose kept getting longer and longer. Yeah. Why are you leaving? Because you know it's time, darling dears. Either you leave, either you jump, or you're going to be pushed. You're about to move to a different arena. Yeah. Something that you've got knowledge in, darling dears. Knowledge that you've had for some time. This is the child going into going into the young adult. You've been working on something, darling dears. If you stay where you are, you're about to block your own blessings. You know there's a lot of bureaucracy, there's a lot of jealousy, there's a lot of envy, a lot of hate, a lot of gossip. Where you are, the situation that you're about to jump from or be pushed from, there's a whole lot going on there, darling dears. Look, I can't make it up. Not even if I wanted to, I wouldn't. You got the Wheel of Fortune. This is what the clear thinking cat. You are what I bex, darling dears. Time for you to move. This is definitely a message for someone about an employment. You're about to leave. It could also represent retirement. This is an older person, darling dear. You're leaving a situation, infinite abundance. You're getting the retirement package you deserve. Love it. All eyes on the throne, darling dears. Yeah, you have to make the right choice, darling dears. Look at this, major arcana. Somebody's definitely leaving a job situation. You've left a marriage, a long-term situation, families, whatever that situation is. You're leaving that. She's naive, but you are the one that's bringing the change, right? Listen, more major arcana. Didn't I say, as a child, you was touched. For some it's molestation, and in some cases you were molested, right? And it blocked your third eye, it blocked your spiritual gifts. But you are free as the wind blows now, darling dears. This is about you packing light. Come through, Erica Badu. Posh, clap, yes, baby. A new beginning. And it also speaks about a new partner, someone coming in that's going to be extremely stable, darling dears. This person is spiritually gifted and guided to you. You will meet. Let me get some time frames in. Lean in, bestie. Are you ready for some dates? Are you ready for some dates? Sometime between the 21st of May and the 31st of May 2024, darling dears. Yes, baby. During the springtime. Remember I told you the 21st and the 31st of May. You have a new partner, someone coming in. Yep, someone you're going to be celebrating with, darling dears. I told you, true soul tribe. This is enjoying their energy. If you are in masculine energy, this person is going to bring out the feminine side in you, and vice versa. What did I say? It's because you've done the due diligence, darling dears. You did the work. Yeah, closing your eyes to what is not for you. Yeah, what wasn't working for you. You don't have no passion for that. And if this is a family, you ain't going back, darling dears, because you was always vulnerable and weak there. Why? Because that's the position they wanted you in. They saw your greatness, darling dears. They saw the unconditional you brought to the table. And all they did was lie, stab you, hurt you, abuse you, mentally and emotionally, and with the words. Ace of Swords in the reverse is gossipers at your back, darling dears. They were like locusts. Well, guess what? Who's crying now? Not you, bestie. You let that bud, Jojo. Stay with they, them, and arm. And what? Pinky's up, darling dears. Yeah. You got the signs, darling dears. You got the signs. You got the yellow card, the warning, and the red card was the cutoff game. Let's get another deck, darling dears. Let's get another deck. Let's use the Numerology deck. I haven't used that in a while. No. we're going to use the Astrology deck. I really haven't used that in a long while. Let's get some more intel. As your heart's desire is being gifted to you, and you know it's coming, darling dears. Right, we've got the 7th house, the house of partners, and it's on the number what? 31. Didn't I say between the 21st and the 31st of May 2024? This is when a major partnership is coming into your life, darling dears. The 7th house is the house of contractual partnerships, darling dears. Business, platonical, romantical. It's the house of committed friendships, darling dears. But it's also the house of projection. It's the house of open enemies. Beware of open enemies around that time, darling dears. Yeah, look. Right on your strength. The benefits are coming in. Love it. It's on the 49. Jupiter returns. Jupiter comes with blessings. But Jupiter wants you to expand your mind and your horizons. You got to expand your mind and your horizons, darling dears. Learn something new every day. You are not the same cat you was a week ago, darling dears. Let alone a whole what? What's on here? 49. You may even be 49 or you're 31. Whatever you was, you ain't the same person. Nope. Yeah, you're on a soul mission, darling dears. You are what? Your actions is feeding your soul and your life purpose, darling dears. You're being congratulated to have the energy of the 2 and solar eclipse. This is your revolution, darling dears. And this is also what? Like the Eye of Sauron, of the wicked, the hillbillies. Hillbilly investigations, darling dears. The mouth breathers that are watching, let them watch. Someone has to, right? Saturn return, darling dears. It's your age. You may even be 50. 49 to 50 may have been a difficult period. The age 31 may have been a difficult period. Something significant happened when you was 2, which cut your light, darling dears. And that light didn't return to you until the age of, we saw 50 out here, didn't we? We did. You said 50, 49, 44, 31. But something happened to you at the age of 2, Neptune sacrifice. Yeah. Well, your gifts were cloaked, darling dears. But not anymore. Cancer energy. Why? Because now you feel. What was in the dark has come to light, darling dears. And your gifts is going to allow you infinite abundance. Remember, I told you that. Your shapely back, law 16, is turned for a reason. Keep going, bestie. Don't let nothing from the past creep up on you on a cheap lace phone. And if they're tongue wrestling at your back, let it stay there. They're dumb as a crumb, right? Someone needs to tell them to beat the traffic, darling dears. They've got to what? Hit the road just like Jack. The road that does not lead to you, darling dears. They don't mean you well. Sagittarius energy, I see Jupiter energy. Go and expand. Broaden your horizons. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, my Patreon, or my TikToks, where I also upload videos. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Share these messages with whomsoever you feel needs it. And leave a message, a comment, because you are the survival kit for another big cat. And as I always say, don't get smoked. Ouch. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Never doubt yourself, bestie. Something happened in your formative years which blinded you to your true self, which blocked you from your intuition and your discernment. Well, no more. It's a new dawn and a new day. Big cat wave. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Cat, cat. Cat, cat. They're all watching, darling dears. Season 2's coming. Big cat wave. Ha ha.
Hey, big cat, welcome to my therapy. This ain't your ordinary world, it's extraordinary. You see, I'm a high priestess lightworker, here to guide your way through the waves of life. We'll find a new path to embrace. Tarot, astrology, numerology in our hands. winners. We never quit, we always keep on going. Quitters never win, but we're always growing. Hey there, big cat, let's chase the highest vibration. Together we'll create a new world, a brand new nation.